Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 19 on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see a man back for a 15th NFL season. Eli Manning and the New York Football Giants as they'll take on Josh McCown and the New York Jets. With that, we head up to MetLife Stadium as we'll hand it over to the two men that'll call the action, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with that other team here in the metropolitan area, the New York Giants. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They come in right at 500, looking to get that win to bump them back above 500.
This game means a lot to them because of what you just talked about. When you can bump yourself over 500, it's a lot of optimism in your building as you move forward in the season.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, an early season tilt. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They keep it on the ground again to Stewart. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't know. They always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. There defensively was Buster screen to knock it away. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the pre? Here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now the first running back drafted this year, it's Saquon Barkley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it's the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
It's caught. Shepard. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A good pickup there, 26 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Throw left side complete. That's Lewis. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Into the red zone now, Manning. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. So we played a quarter here in this inter-city rivalry. 3-0 is our score, and we will return to MetLife Stadium after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second. And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Giants. Throwing on 1st down is Manning. Over the middle to Beckham. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down.
Well, that's the kickstarter right there. Eli Manning finding his guy, Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, it's a deadly combination, isn't it?
It really is, but what really makes it work is just how unflappable Eli is with his demeanor, able to maintain his calm and his poise, because we know OBJ, he can run pretty hot and get excited out there.
Sometimes just one-handed grabs for him.
It doesn't matter what it is. Just throw it up there. He'll go get it.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Manning. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Avery Williamson able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. To throw is Manning, and complete to Lewis over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 yards the gain for number 18. On first down, Manning. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It's a gain of 5, and it's a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Manning throwing on second down. It's caught. Beckham. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Manning able to find OBJ there for a Giants first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's brought down after a good gain. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll come out in the pistol. Trying to punch it in, Stewart. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. On second down, here's Manning. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Third and long for the Giants and Eli following the sack. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Third and long for the Giants and Eli following the sack. Shotgun now for Manning. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, It's 4th. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On 2nd down, they run with Stewart. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Looking to get the ground game going with Stewart. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt.
Yeah, the Giants ready to come out now. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Manning now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Manning now on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Now a play fake. Manning. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Manning now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Stewart on 1st down. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On play action, it's Madden. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Throwing now is Manning, and that is incomplete. There defensively was Buster's screen to knock it away.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Manning now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Stewart on the counter. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now a 10th carry for Jonathan Stewart. And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here. Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.